Hello everyone, my name is Nicolai Martorelles Aligo from Group 2. Then I'm going to tackle about Piaget's stage of cognitive development. Jean Piaget's cognitive theory of development is truly a classic in field of educational psychology. This theory foiled other researches and theories of development and learning. It's focused on how individuals construct knowledge. James Piaget's cognitive theory is the development of theory classics like the educational psychology. This di iyahang theory niya is nag-focus na siya sa individuals construct knowledge kanang human persons the knowledge nila giun sa pag-construct ilahang knowledge kanang kung saan nila pag buo kung saan nila pag how to create how to create another informations like muna ang construct knowledge. The children in the situations presented above were of different ages, also should apparent difference in the way they were in different stages of cognitive development. This line is na-focus siya sa usa ka children, then iyan na siyang gikuan kana ang where in the different stages cognitive lahi-lahi sila og lahi sila og cognitive by development na-focus siya sa children nga ilang edad lahi-lahi pero lahi-lahi pud ilahang cognitive development. Perhaps no one has influenced the field of cognitive development more than Jean Piaget. As you read through this module, you will come to understand cognitive development of children and adolescents and also identify way of applying this understanding in the teaching learners. So, ako kani ang kuan module while gabasa ko, nag-construct pud akong knowledge. Ako cognitive which is cognitive ako nag-construct gyapon siya while gabasa ko sa kaning modules. For 60 years, Jean Piaget conducted research on cognitive development. His research method involved observing a small number of individuals as they responded to cognitive tasks that be designing these tasks were later known as Piagetian theory. For katong 60 years, si Stephen Piaget na-conduct siya og kanang research on cognitive about cognitive development. His research is giobserbahan niya ang kanang small number by individuals to responded to cognitive tasks ang nga gagmay bitaw nga mga number yan na siyang giobserbahan para makonect siya sa cognitive tasks that designed these tasks were later known as gitawag niya o kanang Piagetian tasks. Mo na siya ang kanaang Piagetian tasks sa murag naikabaw. Piaget called his general theoretical framework genetic epistemology because he interested in how knowledge development in human organisms. Piaget was initially into biology and he also had a background in philosophy. So si Piaget is gikan siya sa biology, then nagkuan po siya og na po siya background sa philosophy. Kaya siya brainy kaayo siya. Knowledge from both these disciplines influence his theories and research from child development out of researches. Piaget come up with stages of cognitive developments of cognition, but also to intelligence and moral development. His theory has been applied widely to teaching and curriculum design, especially in the preschool and elementary curricular. Mana ang iyahang James Piaget cognitive theory ang na-focus siya sa bata child. Iyahang cognitive sa child kana ang magkanam-anam siya o kana ang construct knowledge basta ko anang tumaanam-anam siya o kana basta na siya step by step nag-create man na si James Piaget og 4 kay stages ambot sa to basta by kuan na siya by step iyahang stages niya. So let's proceed the kuan the basic cognitive concept by James Piaget's theory. Schema, assimilation, accommodation, of equilibrium. Schema is na siya prior knowledge. Then assimilation is fitting new experience. Accommodation, creating and modifying. Then equilibrium, proper balance. Ang schema is kana ang isa mental structure that serve ako ning kana ang gisamaray sa nako ang definition sa libro. Kaya ba nakuha ko ani sa Google. Then, ang schema is a mental structure that serve as a framework for organizing information about individuals, location, things, and events. Schema aid in the organization of people's understanding of the environment and the comprehension of new ideas. So, ang kaning schema is kana ang, for example, kana naman to example sa kuan sa module sa gihatag ni mga module. Then akong example ini is kana ang imagine na lang niyo nay kuan kay pure prior knowledge man siya nakakuha na siya og kana ang knowledge ba naka-construct na siya about for example bata. One day giubanan niya ang iyahang kuan iyang papa giubanan niya iyahang son padto sila park. Then for example na kanang nakabalo na ang bata sa iro ay dog kabalo na siya nga na ay kuan na nay tiil na nay hands ay basta na nay baba na nay kuan kasi balahibo nakakuha na siya kay prior knowledge man. So when na sila sa park nakakita siya og dog. Then yun siya nga nangutan nag-ask siya siyang father nga, Papa, is that dog? Muna yung pangutana. Then yes, son, dog na. Is that dog? Ano pa ila niya. Then pagkahuman after that niting ni Barkman ang dog dito dahil ning scam up yang dito dahil na kuan abi niya dito o kana ang abi niya dito o kanang tiil o naibabara ang iro napuday siya voice which is bark. Then dito ni sulod ang assimilation, dito ning insert is a fitting new experience kay dito naman siya naka-catch up og new nga experience about dog. Dito niya naibalaan nga mo bark man di ay. So sa assimilation is a taking in information and fitting it into previously sa schema ni sa una nga schema dito niya gikuha iyahang kuan ba experience niya. Dito niya nahibalaan niya ay kini mubark dahil ni abi na ko iana na siya mubark pwede ay ang iro ang dog muna ang assimilations. Then sa kuan sa sa pagkahuman na naman sila sa kuan sa pagkahuman na naman sila sa park. Then nakakita na pod og kuan bata og tiil murag gihapon na siya tiil na ibaba. Then ayang gipatanaw niya ayang gipatana iyahang father again nga kuan, Papa, is that dog? Nga na yung papa nga dili, is that cat? So dito na po ning kuan ning insert ang equilibrium which is ka proper balance kana iyang gikorek ang mali sa usa ka bata na utana siya which is yang son. And ning dito rin ni come up ang equilibrium which is the proper balance kana iyang gikorek niya iyahang son nga mali to iyahang answer iyahang kuan gi ignan niya og cat jud to siya. Then is the balance between of the individual's mental framework and their environment. So kadto mo na siya. Then sa kuan na pod sa accommodation, creating and modifying. This cognitive practice involves the development and alteration of mental presentation schemas as individuals encounter new situation. It is the process by which we learn and develop our cognitive abilities. Ang recommendation is kana ang kuan dito na puding come up ang recommendation kana ang while says balik ta sa equilibrium kataong cat dito ning nakuha na siya kana ang nag process na iyahang cognitive kana ang nagthink na siya nga dili dayto siya cat ay dili dayto siya dog which is cat dayto gikorek na siya siyang father sa kuan yang gipangutan na motive proper balance. Sa recommendation is kana ang nagkuan siya nag-create of modifying like kana ang dapat siya laing hunahuna dito na create iyang another ideas na pod like kanang mga animals dito na create iyang cognitive wala siya ang basic cognitive concepts ni Piaget theory.
Good afternoon everyone, especially to Ma'am, good afternoon. I'm here in front to discuss about Piaget's stages of cognitive development. There have 4 stages, but my assigned topic is stage 1, sensory motor stage, and the stage 2, pre-operational stage. So let's tackle first the stage 1, sensory motor stage. The first stage corresponds from the birth to infancy. This is the stage when a child who is initially reflexive in grasping, sucking, and reaching becomes more organized in his movement and activity. So, this is the stage that the child know how to grasping. So, the meaning of grasping, sucking, and reaching. So, the meaning of grasping is kadang bata kabalo na mo kamang, then ang sucking, ang bata kabalo na sab mo totoy. Then, ang reaching is pag-abot. So, for example, mga gamit nga ilang nakita, mga butang silang balay. So, kana na-attract sa bata din, gusto nila kabuton. So, nikamang sila din ilang gikabot mga butang. Then, the term sensory motor focuses on the prominence of the senses and muscles movement through which the infant comes to learn about himself and the world. The term sensory motor is, for example, is ay kanang the muscle movement. So, ilang mga muscle, ma-move na bitaw nila. For example, kanang 0 to 9 months, like, hawidan ni mo ilang kamot. Nakaban mo na mga kids nga, mga baby nga, hawidan ni mo ilang kamot. Tapos, mo say ka, close, open, di ba? Makuha na nila ilang kamot, ma-move na nila mga muscle, ma-close, open na nila. Then, kanang pagkamang nila, ilang mga muscles, ilan na ba yung malihok? Then, malihok nila ilang mga muscles through pag grasping, then and reaching, then let's move to object permanence. So, ang object permanence is a type of sensory motor stage. This is the ability of the child to know that an object still exists even when out of sight. This ability is attained in the sensory motor stage. So, kaning ability sa bata kay even though I know that kanang object nga nag-exist siya even nga wala nila nakita. For example, hiding a toy under a blanket, and an infant knowing the toy is present under the blanket by finding it. Operational stage. The pre-operational stage covers from about 2 to 7 years old, roughly corresponding to the preschool years. So, kaning stages day, iyang cover is 2 to 7 years old. So, kaning nga edad is, pwede na sila ma-eskwela. Ang 2, di ba, pwede na ma-eskwela ang daycare din. Ang 5 is kinder, then ang 7 is grade 1. So, intelligence at this stage is intuitive in nature. So, dali na sila makasabot bitaw sa mga butang nga ilang nakita. The child can now make mental representation and is able to pretend that child is now ever to closer to the use of symbols. So, dali na sila makamake og symbols kay nakatatak naman silang mind. So, easy na nila nga ma-detect na nga kanang symbols is triangle. 6 types of pre-operational stage. The symbolic function. This is the ability to represent object and events. So, kani is ability nga mag-represent og mga butang, and for example, sevens kanang suguon. A symbol is a thing that represent something else. For example, a drawing, a written word, or a spoken word comes to be understood as as representing a real object like a real MRT train. Egocentrism. This is the tendency of the child to only see his point of view and to assume that everyone also has the same point of view. The child cannot take the perspective of others. So nag-assume siya nga iyang idea is same sa lain. Then same pod ay same pod og pagtuo sa lain. This refers to the tendency of the child to only focus on one aspect of a thing or event and exclude other aspects. So, ang bata nag-focus na siya sa isa ka butang, then wala siya ipakialam sa lain butang. Reversibility. Pre-operational children still have the inability to reverse their thinking. They can understand that 2 plus 3 is 5 but cannot understand that 5 minus 3 is 2. So, ang iyang mind iyang thinking kay iyang gibali. So, makasabot siya sa 2 plus 3 pero di siya kasabot sa 5 minus 3. Animism. This is the tendency of children to attribute human-like traits or characteristics to inanimate objects. So, for example, ang to sa mga bata di ba is ang bulan kay nagsulod sa ilaha. Then in reality, ang bulan kay nagstudy ra. Transductive reasoning. This refers to the pre-operational child's type of reasoning that is neither inductive nor deductive. Reasoning appears to be from particular to particular. For example, Samsung every day around 6 o'clock in the evening. When asked why it is already night, the child will say, because my mom is already home.
Good day everyone, my name is Jasmine Espartonama, the presenter of Stage 3 Concrete Operational Stage. The concrete operational stage, spanning 8 to 11 years, is marked by a child logical thinking in terms of concrete objects. Perhaps a brief anecdote about a child demonstrating a concrete operational skill like successfully arranging blocks in order of size. So, we have four concrete operational stage. Number 1 is decentering. The child's ability to perceive various features of objects and situations expand beyond one aspect, enabling them to be more logical in dealing with concrete objects and situations. The children in this stage can focus on multiple aspects of a problem, not just one. For example, like comparing the height and width of 2 glasses to determine which one holds more. Number 2, reversibility. During concrete operations, children understand that certain operations can be reversed, such as understanding the commutative property of addition and the ability to reassemble a dinosaur. The children in this stage understand that actions can be reversed, for examples, like adding and subtracting, or understanding that a ball of clay can be flattened and then molded back into a ball. Number 3, conservation. The child's development of decentering and reversibility skills helps them understand the properties of objects such as number, mass, volume, or area, and progresses to vision abilities, transitioning from pre-conserver to transitional thinker. This concept of conservation and how children in this stage begin to understand that the quantity of something remains the same even if its appearance changes. For example, like pouring water into different shaped containers. Number four, the last one is serrations. This refers to the ability to arrange items in a series based on a single dimension like weight, volume, or size. The children in this stage can arrange objects in order like by size or weight. For example, like lining up blocks from smallest to largest.
My name is Marcos Dini Lumindas, and this time we were going to tackle about Piaget's stages of cognitive development in stage 4, which is formal operational stage. So, in the final of formal operations, covering the ages between 12 and 15 years, so most probably high school ages. So, thinking becomes more logical, and they can now solve abstract problems and hypothesize. So, in the stages of Piaget's cognitive development, uh, individuals are able to use logical process and reasoning. In this stage, people are able to think of concepts and ideas abstractly and are not only limited to concrete experiences. So, people in this stage are better at problem solving, planning their action, and understanding the relationships between things.